The following Dungeons & Dragons live play is intended for mature audiences only. We hope you enjoyed the show.
To play the fucking violin while they did it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright, everyone. Welcome back to Crossing Queen's Bed, the night at the Citadel. Last time, our 4 young chosen, I need to get used to saying that.
I would say she wanted to say heroes, but definitely not.
Yeah, well, 3 younger and 1 elder, but
yes,
yeah, that's
yes.
fine.
So complimentary.
I'm 2 days older.
It is
I'm
a lot
ancient.
more to say, you know. So,
Yeah.
Yesterday, these 4 chosen met each other at the Apex Hall, the seat of the religious powers of the Dandelion Church in the Citadel. They were the 3 chosen who met up with Mouse, came here to Apex Hall to investigate a case of disturbed memories that you expected to have within your 3 cleric parents, these clerics that helped you after striking Queen's Bed. After the day before, after a dark event with Brie's god Ulavon, reconnected with their clerics, and they didn't seem to have any memory of the events with Ulavon. And so our clerics went to Apex Hall to investigate exactly what happened to them, and have started to ask around, and have learned of the individual, the High Priest of Knowledge, Vinestoal, a man who, when Mouse first encountered him, seemed to have a foul odor about.
Toilet. It's a toilet man.
Toilet man.
Yes, Toilet Man.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what the kid's name was?
That
Skippity?
seems to be somewhat connected to the events that have unfolded with your cleric parents. However, when you went to follow after spotting him on the road heading into Apex Hall, you were interrupted by the crowds of Bedborn and other citizens of King's Crown that had been evacuated from parts of the city due to a virus. You learned of boarpox, a sickness that only really targets Bedborn, since chosen are immune from sickness. It is part of what has become of them now that they have been transferred from their old worlds to this place. However, their children, the Bedborn of this world, are not immune. And this particular virus seems to be arcano-immune. The magics of the Dandelion Church, or any other healers for that matter, haven't been able to cure this disease other than isolation and attempting to limit the spread.
Have they tried magical bloodletting? It's worked well in the past.
Have you tried leeches?
Leeches!
Have you tried a lobotomy?
Magic
Imagine if they had
leeches?
somebody from Earth who could be like, hey, try penicillin. Nah, that's...
Oh, it's like when germ theory first came around and
yeah.
they were like, damn!
No, Tim being like, yeah, penicillin. I'm saving that invention for myself.
Oh, Tim's gonna...
That's gonna make some
That's how
bold
you're finally going to get back in, what's her name's good graces. You know, there you go.
My
penicillin.
penicillin empire and trademark that I'll never give up.
I was gonna say, Tim,
You
is
could
this
just
your
give the
start?
cure away and stop being a monster. But
Yeah, I could.
No, he's doing the insulin route.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the route we're going is very over expensive?
EpiPens, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's taking some
I
lessons.
want to make sure that there's no drug-resistant bacteria by limiting the supply.
Listen.
I mean, that is a very good legal reason that you're making these choices.
You were like, Alexander Fleming, what a dick. Not patenting penicillin? Then my time to shine.
Hell
So
yeah.
much wasted money.
Yeah.
What a loser. Anyways,
Shut. Shing.
talk to my lawyer and it's Mouse in a suit.
We
I
have a
think
legal-
Mouse would
The legal team.
not. No, Mouse wouldn't be on the side of money.
He
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a. It's the law. The law clerks of Mouse and Hammer.
I just feel like Mouse would really enjoy acting as a lawyer, though. So
He would, which is why I think he would prosecute against him.
I think he
yeah.
would
be the prosecutor.
Mouse is literally doesn't have a concept of money and is also too much of a good guy. He would just be like,
you're
all
charging
right.
for this medicine that saves our
Yeah,
lives.
Excuse
He
me.
would be Phoenix Wright. He would be Phoenix Wright. Objection!
Then, like Tim just sits down and is like, I swear to tell the truth. Objection!
You gotta slam your hand on the table too, the way they do.
You're objecting to me telling the truth? No, I'm objecting to you as a person.
It's
Objection!
like, who gave the mouse
All
a
right.
gavel?
Who let this guy in here?
All right. Because
so anyway.
of this viral influence, your wanderings of the Citadel have sort of been changed. Your 3 cleric allies cannot stay with you at this time. They are needed to perform their duties in helping with these evacuees.
Can't perform.
Genevieve is fully unavailable. She is in the depths of the tower helping with some of the more elite members of the church, as Genevieve is a much higher level priestess than Monster and Alolela, who are more available for when you need to go to their respective locations. Alolela will be able to escort you to the Tower of Knowledge when you are ready, and Monster will be able to escort you back to the stables, where he seems to think whatever happened to his memories likely occurred.
Oh my god.
Is that where he sleeps?
Right.
Are you telling me that Monster sleeps in the stables? That's rude as
Now,
fuck.
he might like it though.
Without their cleric companions, the Citadel is a bit more of a hostile place to them, as Genevieve explained. With an escort, there are many more places that you can go, but you cannot cross the major walkways or leave the sections of the dais. There are certain towers that you would need an escort in order to enter. But because of the refugee situation, you actually have a bit of a bonus that if you are to be spotted, you can claim that you are among the evacuees, and that would likely save you from any miscommunications or misunderstandings about your presence in certain areas around the Citadel. As part of your investigation into what is occurring with your cleric companions and this whole memory business, Mouse so far has investigated the main hall in search of Vinestoal, however was unsuccessful in getting any more information. In fact, took damage on his leaving of the hall, leaving through the flow of evacuees.
Mouse can't roll anything but a 7.
No, hopefully that's broken for this session.
Oh my god.
It's all 6s.
It's all
Once
20s.
everyone-
Mouse will be
This-
Mouse will be
this is
dead.
me shaking the dice.
Because I'm only at like 2 or 3 hit points.
Oh shit. Yeah, Mouse is going through it.
That's
Yeah.
some potions.
Well, Mouse is sleeping on Dandelion currently.
Yeah, on my shoulder. She reaches over and goes, just slurps him up, eats him.
I mean, I took 7 points of psychic damage.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Alright. In addition to not knowing quite where Vinestoal has gone off to, you decided to, as a group, start from the top of this tower and work your way down. You ascended this large arcane elevator in the center part of the tower, and using these runes were teleported to the observation deck of the Apex Hall, where you all encountered an Eye of Recordia, a creature with pink skin and long red hair, and these massive white gleaming eyes that spoke in a very unsettling way. However, it seemed that she had relevant information, as that she, as an Eye of Recordia, is tasked with observing and recording all that she sees. And the day before, she was praying when Vinestoal came to collect Genevieve. And after looking into her eyes and viewing the moment in time that she is referring to, Brie saw that as Vinestoal and Genevieve were leaving Apex Tower, he seemed to cast some magic, this poof of blue and purple glitter that fell, some sort of evidence that at least some magical foul play is at work. You were unaware of what the spell was, only that it was cast. Serving as a witness, you got Listless's number, her pea crystal number, so that you could later contact her if she needed to serve as a witness to recount what exactly occurred in the Apex Hall between Vinestoal and Genevieve. That is where we ended up last session, with all of you leaving the tower, as Mouse had also attempted to make a staring contest with Listless as this whole information exchange was occurring, and was not quite ready for the torrent of information, and took a lot of damage.
Damn.
Yeah, well, Mouse is trying to learn... I'm trying to get Mouse to learn consequences. Mouse isn't going to learn consequences, but I'm
you're
getting
such a kind god to him, Eric.
You're like purposely putting him in the way of challenges. Like, get it?
Yeah,
Get it now?
Do you understand pain yet? No, not really.
I think I should hit you with a hammer. You're like, no!
Yeah.
Mouse!
And that is where we will pick up this session, as the four of you were beginning to descend the stairs south of Apex Tower. Or Apex Hall.
Tim would like to ask Dandelion a question.
Oh my god, yes.
Have Mouse's eyeballs always been bleeding like that?
No.
Or is that a new thing?
No, that's new. Just let him sleep.
Oh. Just let him...
Mouse is asleep on her shoulder.
I like that she looks over and she's just like, no, that's new. Just let him sleep right now.
Should we
Probably forgot to blink.
Should we be concerned?
That's it?
I was gonna say, or is he like one of those lizards that squirts blood out of his eyeballs?
Oh, I've seen those. I don't think he's that.
And ears. And nose.
And nose.
I'm bleeding out a lot of places. Yeah.
Do you think I should give him one of my healing relics? Or my healing potions?
Yeah, that would probably help them.
If there was any time to use one... Wait, you have healing potions?
No.
Not for you, Tim. No. You could try it on him. All I have on me is just an herbalism kit. I do have pessimism. I don't know what's in this kit, so I guess I don't even know.
Are we,
I need a deception check. If you're trying to lie suddenly to Tim that there are no health potions.
I feel like I'm being lied to.
Oh!
Well,
never mind.
Rachel, do you want me to roll?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Because, I mean, it is possible.
Oh! Oh, no.
Well, Tim,
Oh,
you
no.
ask if there are health what do you mean as health potions? Brie and Dandelion turn to you and say, there are no health potions. And you just completely go, oh, no, I guess there's not. I don't know why, but okay.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why.
I've never seen a health potion, but I assume they would be real in this world, but I guess it's not that kind of fantasy world.
Or maybe I use them on turn. Like, so weird.
Maybe I was looking at my tablet and they got used? I don't...
Are we, away from view?
Yeah, where you're walking right now, there doesn't seem to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
It is currently dark outside. When you were in the observatory earlier, the sun had fully set, and it is mostly dark, save for some street lamps every 20 or so feet that light the area in a dim light, and the light pouring out of the rooms in the towers that are still in use. The Tower of Chosen Affairs, the one before you, a slightly smaller tower than the one that you have come from. Most of the windows in the building are already dimming. There are some people filtering out, but you can step a little bit further out of the way, and it doesn't seem like anybody is coming your direction.
Nine-nine. I know what you're doing, Megan. I got my bottle ready.
Perfect. I'm gonna go in the vial, but I'm gonna look to Dandelion before I go in and say, don't let Tim fuck with my vial.
I won't. Not this time. Tip!
You return to your vessel, this cloud of smoke twirling into the small mouth of this metal vial, and you find yourself in this little space that you have created.
I'm gonna take one of my health potions.
Okay.
Because Because I think I got like 4.
I think so. Yeah, you got them from the Kobold camp.
Oh! God.
Hold on, let me
They're
look at my
from
inventory
pre-YouTube
worksheet.
days.
My inventory worksheet.
Don't worry. By inventory worksheet, just so you're aware, this is my inventory worksheet. It's a notebook.
Oh my
Well,
god.
to be fair, you grabbed a lot. And I can
I
keep on
had
handing
to
you
write it
stuff.
down. And then I'm going to come out.
Oh, wait, sorry.
All right, yes.
Yeah! Okay.
You grab the potion and leave the vessel, returning
My
to this
vessel.
grassy lawn area. With a large health potion in your hand. Are you trying to hide this health potion?
No,
What if we gaslight Tim if he asks about it?
it's for punch.
Yeah. And, like,
Tim, she emerges from the thing with a very stereotypical, let's be honest, health potion. A glass vial with a red, thick liquid in it. I need you to give me an insight check.
So I'm not just gonna believe that it's Code Red Mountain Dew. It could be Code Red Mountain Dew. She
I mean,
has the
it could
dew.
be. Let's give me an insight check. We'll see how
Does
smart
she?
Tim
Oh,
It's Mountain Dew! Anyways.
Oh, he's not. He's
You
not.
don't know what this is, but it's obviously not a health potion, because they've already said that it's not. They don't have a
Oh,
health
he's so
potion.
trusting.
Is it non-branded electrolyte drink in fruit punch flavor?
Is it the non-brand Pedialyte?
Oh my god, don't even talk to me about that.
What are you doing with health potion? Currently, a mouse is asleep on Dandelion's
Oh yeah, I still
shoulder.
got this guy.
I feel like we shouldn't just make him chug it while he's asleep. I feel like that's dangerous. I feel like we
Oh,
should
his
wake him
belly
up.
fills up like he's like
No.
like Jerry in Tom and Jerry. Like when he
No.
eats something
We should
and
wake
he
him
like
up.
lays back.
Should wake him up. I'm gonna gently wake up
That's me put my shoulder forward.
Mouse.
Mouse, you are currently in a beautiful dream running across very scenic, picturesque hills,
In a
chasing...
what is essentially a short rest, trying to recover my hit points. Yep.
Yes. And having fun, frolicking, very much like your original home.
Aww.
This is very comforting. And suddenly you are being poked. And you are ripped from the dream, and you are now sitting on Dandelion's shoulder with a very large elven woman waking you up.
Large woman.
You're
Why is it every time I'm waking up, my eyes are screaming and bleeding? I don't like this place.
I'm so sorry. I got you a present.
What is it, and why does it look so bad?
Well,
It'll help you
I'm
feel better.
a whisper to Mouse. It's a health potion. It will help you recover and feel better.
Well, I'm sick. I would want chicken soup. I don't know why you're giving this to me.
Okay, fine. It's chicken
I
soup.
don't-
It's just red chicken soup.
This looks a lot like blood.
It's not blood.
It's red chicken soup.
It looks like my eye juice. Look, I will try it, Brie, but I'm not entirely sure
Hey, Rachel.
how I'm feeling about it.
How's the flavor of the cobalt health potion?
all right. So,
Mouse will hesitantly try the health potion.
all right. So you pick up this massive vial that's like the size of you, just a little bit smaller.
Full
and
Popeye, please.
Go.
I want to perk up. I want to like have my feet off of Dandelion's shoulder. I would like to go arm out right, muscles, arm out left, muscles. I want to go full Popeye. And I would like to stand up like a superhero.
Yeah.
Again.
This thick, weird, herbaceous drink floods across your tongue. It is pretty gross. The herbs were not ground very thinly or anything, but you are filled with this rejuvenating energy.
Brie, that this is the most disgusting, foul thing, and it's wonderful and delicious, and I think maybe you're not as bad as I thought you were yesterday,
Oh.
but this is awesome! Thank you so much!
You're welcome.
That's That's so cute.
For all this chicken blood, or whatever it is, you really need to learn how to cook. It's really vile, but I love it. Thank you.
This was great.
Tim, give me one last insight check.
Oh my fucking god.
Because they've gone so well so far.
Ooh!
He's learning.
Tim just did that kind of like where it's like,
Wait a second.
wait a minute, I've been
That
Schmeckledorfed.
is a healing potion. But that can't be. She said she didn't have any.
It's chicken soup. They told me it was chicken soup. It healed me. I was sick. Now I'm better. It's chicken soup. It's very bad chicken soup, but it's chicken
He's
soup.
right, it's chicken soup.
I thought it was
Tim.
chicken soup.
My naivety is gaslighting Tim.
Dandelion's all about it.
Yeah, I'm all about it too.
I think Dandelion and Brie at this point like to gaslight Tim, so we gotta be very honest.
100%.
So it's like,
the
yeah,
thing
it's
is,
chicken soup.
Tim knows. He just has to choose whether he accepts it or not.
If you
Yes,
were
Rachel?
bleeding out, I would give you some chicken soup too.
So,
Wait,
based on your
Fix
roll,
it really quick.
I would say Tim
No.
has put together some information that there's gotta be something weird going on here, because if that's not a health potion,
Yeah, it's like,
then
how did...
what would a health potion be?
Yeah, and then is it that Mouse is just weird in his anatomy and just he's
Could be.
behaving... Because he did, like, if he did full on Popeye, I'm like... Tim could
Right.
literally be... Did he just drink spinach juice with beets? Could it just be beet juice? What's
Maybe it's a
going on?
multiple variant. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
it could be beets.
just... Is it delicious beets?
Would you like some beet juice?
But
I think we'll land on Tim still isn't positive.
Oh my god.
no, Tim,
He's got his
It's like-
suspicions.
it helped Mouse, but is it a healing potion?
Yeah.
It could be, and then those two are lying
right.
to me.
It's chicken soup.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Chicken soup. Ew.
Chicken soup.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Mouse has never actually had chicken soup. He's a goddamn cartoon character. He just thinks it'll
Calm
work.
down, son. It's just a drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else
Uh-huh.
would be, right? All
Right.
right. So, the four of you, Mouse is now fully healed, recovered from the psychic damage from before.
Oh my god.
What's the plan?
Do you want to go talk to Alolela or Monster to see where they?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go find one of them.
let's talk to our big boy monster.
All right, so you re-enter Apex Hall and you look around. A lot of the evacuees, the incoming flow has slowed. And there are tons of Alolan clerics, these people and creatures dressed in white robes with gold accents, helping to sit down with individual families, filling out paperwork, escorting them to the large elevator in the center of the ring. There's like a small line forming where clerics with their groups are ascending the elevator to different parts of the tower. The entire sunbeam area of under this holy light of Allah, all of the pews are filled with praying bedborn and clerics. Off to the northwest of the room, you can see Monster talking with this family of... The dad looks like a beaver mixed with a dwarf.
Sounds like a
This
dwarf.
like
It just sounds like a
short
dwarf.
squat with
Wow.
big broad tail, big buck teeth, but with this big bushy beard.
That's just Bidoof's
and
evolution.
human hands.
I was like, yeah, why are you just describing a dwarf?
I think that's just Bidoof's evolution.
Bedwarf. Yeah, huh?
Bidwarf.
But dwarf.
Wait,
okay,
now I need to
we're-
find a picture of his second evolution, but it just makes me think of that guy.
This mom of this small family unit is this otter-like woman, but with these pointed elven ears. Their children are little otters and beavers that are running around in these little circles just trying to stay entertained. They seem to have some toys from home.
Do the otter children have shells? Like little seashells?
Oh, that's very
there seems to be 2 little otter... They look more feminine. They have like a much more sleek, thin body, and they have these shells on these long cords that they seem to be playing some sort of like cat's cradle game with.
So we've got Bidoof and Oshawott. Good.
You're right! They got Bidoof and Oshawott! Question, is she like a river otter or a sea otter? Because,
more sea otter.
Okay, because river otters got the crazy eyes. They're the ones that look a little bit meaner and
They're
weirder.
also the ones that'll attack things. They're the
ones that also will fuck you up.
Alright, so just so I have the paperwork correct. The beaver man leans forward. Yes, we have 4 children. There are 3 otterborn and 1 beaverborn, okay? I can see on the paperwork that it's fine. Okay, sir, I just needed to verify. Oh my gosh, why do you talk so slow, you creature? The wife puts her arm over his... No, Harold, it's really fine. I'm sorry.
Oh, my boy.
If my enunciation takes a long time. You can see as his words are drawn out, the beaver man's fur is just standing on edge. As all of you approach, Monster kind of turns around. He has this enchanted clipboard floating in front of him with a long animated quill. As he turns around. Oh, hello everyone.
I was like, Monster, do you want us to help you at all?
Oh, Tim, you're so nice.
It's my duty as a priest of the law to protect those in my charge.
Yes, understood, but are you required to do the paperwork? Or can somebody help you as a proxy to speed up the process?
You need to be doing the investigation.
Can I ask? We're talking to the otter, right? Cousin, excuse me. Do you think you could help this man do his paperwork? He seems to be struggling, and I don't know. It would just be a familial thing that we could do to help each other out, right?
The otter mom, she's wearing this like sun yellow dress that comes down.
So
She's got this
cute.
big apron on. You can see that's covered in dirt and like grease. All of their things are in a pile against the wall. Give me a persuasion check.
Give me a second.
She sounds like the mom from Moomin. Because the mom Moomin has like an apron.
Character has apron. That's the character from show.
That's you.
I've got 4 children to watch over. I don't have time to be...
I would love to play Cat's Cradle with them. I could watch them. I'm right here.
Oh, mouse.
He's ever so helpful.
Is like 4 feet tall, like still head and shoulders above you, Mouse.
Uh-huh.
I have worked as a secretary before.
Well, if you've got the penmanship skills, and I mean, I could certainly do it, but wouldn't know what I'm writing, and I'd love to play with the children, and I just think it would be great if we could all help each other out.
Oh, mouse. That's so cute.
The dwarf beaver man steps forward. I'm not having it. I need you next to me.
Oh!
Whoa.
This dwarf
Oh.
beaver man.
I love your protective instincts, sir, but I don't mean any harm. I just want to be helpful, and I'm sure you do too. Everybody here is in need of help, and we've got all these refugees, and we can show
We've
you
got
this
our
is-
own problems to deal with.
Exactly,
Mouse.
and I'm helping your problems.
What kind of problems do you have? The
Give
fucking
me a persuasion check as Brie comes in with the save.
I was gonna say.
I was wondering how this was gonna end. I was kind of like, yeah.
Is Bree's doing the persuasion check or me?
You're still doing the persuasion check because
Okay,
you're still
okay.
trying to get him.
Yeah.
to-
It's even lower. All right.
All right.
Great.
Mouse is getting a bit
Got the
pissed.
same problems as everyone else. We had to give up our home 2 hours ago because some idiots had come in from the harbor with some crazy virus.
Yes, there are
I
idiots
have to
everywhere.
leave my home. I didn't want to leave, but they fucking forced me.
Oh my
You
god.
should watch your language.
What was your home like?
Oh, Tim.
Fuck you.
I knew it. I was like, Tim,
if-
I don't think Tim's gonna get a good answer.
If you don't stop swearing so aggressively, we're going to have a problem, sir. I'm
We're
being
gonna-
very cordial.
We're gonna
You're
But
lose
I
our
don't
G
like the
rating.
way-
Problem with me, rat.
Yes, I will.
I'm so worried.
I need you to do an intimidation check.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's
Can-
gonna be
wait,
charisma-based
wait,
again.
Rachel. What form am I in right now?
You're still in the cat form.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are
Oh,
beavers
man.
scared of cats?
No.
Not to my
I
don't think
question.
so.
Again, beavers and prairie dogs are in the same order.
Beaver,
Like,
I
oh,
work-
not
right.
I got.
Nothing scares those
question for the beaver.
motherfuckers.
How do you feel about a mushroom? Do you like mushrooms?
Brie, you're going to attempt to give him a.
I just want to know his opinion.
Psychedelic
Yeah,
mushroom.
yeah. I just want to know his opinion on it first.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the natural
Give me a
predator beaver.
deception check. I know that as a consumer of culinary mushrooms, a mushroom for a stew looks quite different than a
well, fuck
psilocybin-based
you,
mushroom.
How about this mushroom?
After Bree's done, I would like to have Mouse do a thing.
Okay,
God.
yeah. No, yeah, that's not great. Okay.
What's gonna happen to this man?
I just want to give him a little bit to have him calm down. That's it.
I need you to fucking chill.
I'm gonna need more mushrooms.
Literally.
Our clown girl comes up like, I got some for you.
Alright, so Mouse says that you're gonna have a problem unless this beaver man settles down.
Then Bree came in and was talking.
Yeah.
Mouse just wants to walk away from it and ask the wife if he can still go play cat's cradle with the kids, and he's putting himself away from the situation. He just took a lot of damage, but he wants to do something fun, and he wants to hang out with some
That's
children. So that's what he wants to do. So I want to go to I want to be appropriate. I want to say, excuse me, ma'am, I actually don't really understand what's going on, and I don't want to have a conflict, and I trust Brie over here. I mean, her cooking is terrible, but it's very good.
She's very
It
nice.
she gave me chicken blood soup, which is the most vile thing you've ever heard of, but it's truly wonderful, and I need some space, and I would love to play a game, and would it be alright if I just went and maybe played with the children for a moment? I know it's, I'm about their size, they could probably take me. Look, I'm not that intimidating anymore. Ha ha ha.
I'm sure that would be alright. They could use the distraction.
That sounds wonderful.
That's so sweet.
So, I'm gonna go play with the kids.
Meanwhile, Brie produces a half a dose, would you say?
Dandelion, do you want to give him half or a fourth?
Oh, go with the fourth. But that's
Yes.
because we
Let's
don't know
start
if he's
low.
had it. We gotta start more.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna give him a fourth.
We don't want him to green out.
So you hand him a very small sliver of mushroom.
I need more mushrooms, man.
We gotta start growing on those bodies quick.
And this man is so pissed off right
He's gonna be
now,
insulted.
and nothing is going his
How are
way.
we gonna feed this man?
You just
And-
tried to feed a refugee a sliver of a mushroom, you dickhead.
A correction, I am feeding it to him.
Correction, mouse. Like flips him off.
No.
Successful.
Mouse is playing. Mouse distanced himself from this whole thing. He trusted Bree's cooking. He knows it's vile.
Listen, he knows it's bad, but it'll make you feel good. So
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to Bree's kitchen. The food is bad, but it will make you feel good.
the sludge is like
Everything
moving.
is laced.
It's like Michael
Oh my
Jackson,
God.
man.
Mouse takes mushrooms and he's home.
He's home.
Oh, I bet. He just kind of disassociates from the
Tears
whole world.
flow out of his
now
eyes.
It's like, Brie,
2
can I get
seconds
more?
later, he's just living in the gutter, you know?
It's just like laying back.
Take me to Neverland and let me fly far, far away. Anyway.
He reaches up with his stubby dwarf hands and picks up the little bit of mushroom between his forefinger and thumb, basically almost entirely encased between the fat fingers. They're really skimping with the sample sizes, eh?
Oh my fucking god.
It's dry. But it's good broth.
Yeah.
Oh, he licked his fingers.
He liked
Are you
it.
selling it, or...?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Oh, so you're a mushroom seller. You know, that would do really well in Whetstone.
Whetstone, I gotta write that down real quick.
Oh,
Sorry.
write that down.
Whetstone.
Is that whetstone like as in like water whetstone
Oh.
or whetstone as in sharpening tool?
Yeah.
Wet as in water.
As in moist?
You know, for a
Okay.
second, Rachel, I thought you were gonna say wet as in wet. Like we were idiots.
Yes. Wet as in wet, bitch.
As in wet.
No, that would be how the damn beaver would respond. Wet as in wet.
Mouse, as this is all happening, you approach these 4 young children.
Oh, I do too.
The 2 girls are playing this cat's cradle game with this string with the seashells attached. The other 2 are fully chasing each other, running around in circles, playing tag, but the kind of tag that is like, I'm gonna hit you harder than you hit me, because that's what justice is.
Mm-hmm.
And it just keeps escalating as they are racing around. They don't even notice you, but the 2 ones playing the string game notice you approach. Oh, hi.
Oh, what are you doing? That looks wonderful. How is that what type of game is this? I love games.
It's fish roll. We play it with our fingers, and you try to get the shells from one side to the other.
Oh, that sounds neat. Do you think you could show me?
Yeah. Come here, let me show you, sister.
The other one is very shy, not saying anything, just wide otter eyes staring at you, just completely clammed up.
Would you like to play with us? I mean, I'm sure that watching 2 people play together would be just so much better than me watching somebody else. Would you like to join?
Aww.
She comes up and they take up the string and they do the specific orientation between their fingers. They start with these certain twists in the cord.
While I'm sure Mouse could do it correctly, I would like to ask for a try, and then I'd like to purposefully and goofily mess it up.
Oh, he's so cute.
She kind of shows you how to hold your fingers, and as you take it in, you completely let them slip, and you undo some twists.
I want to somehow have it throw in the air, and I want to slip on a pretend banana peel, and I want it to be incredibly goofy.
Oh my god.
Give me a performance
Oh
check.
my god.
Can Tim be watching this thing?
Yes.
Watching him play with the kids? Because Tim would like to assist.
Yeah,
Boom.
Tim is kind of standing off to the side watching both things. Ooh!
Ooh.
You fully cartoon get raveled up in the strings, pulling it from the one girl's hand, do this little tornado, and boom! Fall over. And the kids are absolutely laughing. Even the quiet little one has fallen onto the floor, absolutely cackling. The 2 kids that were running around chasing are now interested. What is going on? That is so interesting. Finally putting a halt to their game.
How did Mouse fall? When he was tangled up?
Absolute, in a little whirlwind of all the string all wrapped up, falling over with a big bang, bang!
Not Tasmanian Devil, but something adjacent to that. You know,
That's awesome.
whirlwind.
Yeah.
Can I have a bunch of the little blue birds going around Mouse's head, tweeting,
Yes.
Dizzy effect?
This is so cute.
And I would like to give Tim a thumbs up. Remember, Mouse doesn't like Tim.
That's
So-
true. Yes.
But
it's a little better.
this is a bridge.
This is improving. This is improving.
Uh-huh.
The little otter girl comes up.
Not like that, silly. Oh no, how are we gonna...
I'm sorry, it's not actually damaged. Look, and I want to pull it out. It'll be fine. And
Are you a magician?
no, I'm something of a. And then I just want to go klutz, and I would like to pretend to fall over again, but safely. I just.
You fall over again, and all the kids start laughing in unison. The other two have fully entered into the social circle. The kids tamed.
I was gonna say, Tim would like to add in, as he sees Mouse fall, like the stereotypical banana slip sound, and then make this fake banana that doesn't actually exist sound like it flies off, crashes through a glass window, and causes like stereotypical honking noise. No, like and then like a car accident. Just. No, my banana!
No, my leg.
The kids are enthralled.
Hell yeah.
And you can see that Mom is off to the side talking to Monster and glances over and sees all the kids happy and enthralled in Mouse, and she sighs a breath of relief as she is going off to help Monster file the paperwork with the new refugees.
Ooh.
She has slipped off.
Uh-oh.
Well,
All right, what's next?
Well, how Beaver Man doing?
It takes a minute to kick in. So right now he is at, he's noticed that his wife has wandered off with Monster, and he's currently grumbling about that.
It's over.
I told her not to fucking go, but nobody listens to me. I'm the bad guy.
I don't think you're the bad guy. I think you just want to protect your family.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Brie.
Yeah. In this new place with all these people around, if I can't keep an eye on my family, then how am I supposed to keep them safe?
Yeah, it's a damn hard world out here, and if you just can't cut it, how are you going to be able to really, work through the problem, really chew on it,
What the fuck, Tim?
What are you trying to say, huh?
He's just dumb, I'm sorry.
during this exchange, can I just tag one of the children and run past the dad?
Tag!
Yes! Tag, you have the whole horde following you as you rush past. He is completely distracted. Hey, slow down, don't want to fall.
Oh, we won't. And if we do, it'll just be me. It's fine.
It's fine.
Everybody loves a good fall for Mouse.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute of him.
It wouldn't be much of a catastrophe.
Shudders.
How clever, Tim. You're just so clever.
Brie, do you have any bread?
What the fuck?
I don't have any bread, no.
Aw. I actually was really craving some pizza. Or some pizza bites.
Shit to me.
It seemed like you had some tomato soup
Oh
thing.
my god, Bree's about to smack you.
Oh, sorry, I used my last one for Mouse.
You don't have any more tomato soup?
No, I can make some in a little bit for you, but I don't have any right now. We'll have to go to the store to get more tomatoes.
I see. Out of tomatoes. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Oh, we never got your name. What is your name?
Harold.
Oh, Harold.
What is your surname?
Harold.
We're the Colstons.
I do have more items than this. I just don't know where they are.
I do.
Just
I
off
was
in the
gonna say,
distance.
I need
All right, we're gonna play Duck, Duck,
Oh.
Goose. Like, we're still doing stuff. We're playing loudly.
We're loudly
You're
playing.
just having a ball. By the way, Mouse, you are playing with these kids, and you realize as you're running past this other family, there's this small lizard girl sees you guys playing.
Okay.
And you can see her making those little moves of like,
Oh, she wants to join in, Mouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Tag her.
I'm gonna. Obviously, I have to run past and say, "Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you've heard, but you're it." And I want to tag her. And then I'd like to like very slowly, almost like animatedly run, but in like cartoonishly slow motion.
She takes a little second. She looks up at her lizard mother.
Looking right back at her. I'm like slowly running. Make eye contact with the mom. Be like, we're just going to play right here.
Go on, honey. Go ahead, honey.
Oh, yay. And she starts chasing after you and tags you on the ear. You're it.
Oh no! And I'm going to slowly start to run towards them, but obviously I'm not trying to catch them. Yeah.
I feel like Dandelion's been watching all this, both the drugging and the children playing with Mouse with like her eyes, and so she's just like wagging her tail looking.
Is anyone paying attention to Tim right now?
Oh my god, what's Tim about to do?
You can give me a perception check.
I'm worried.
You don't see anyone paying attention to Yuna.
What's happening?
Alright, he's gonna try and quietly go over to Monster and talk with
Monster
him.
left with the mom.
Oh yeah, no wait.
Yeah,
Tim.
he's a little further along in the hallway. He's like moved on to the other side of the room to help another family.
Can I addend in mind saying Tim turns around to talk to Monster and say, "So Ma." Like completely lost track of where he's at.
You can look around the room to find him.
I would like to. Can I find him?
He's a very large green man. Yes, you find him pretty quickly. He's currently across the room helping this family of humanoids. The otter woman next to him with a clipboard taking notes down.
Oh.
You cross the room as Mouse comes running by with a growing horde of children that are starting to break off into their own little tag groups.
I suddenly imagine Mouse supplying all these children with mallets. And be like, go my army!
Here's one for you, here's one for you.
I just suddenly imagined that, and I was like, oh my god, he's unstoppable!
No, well, I mean, when Tim fails in a moment, I do have a plan, but that's if I can perceive that he's about to fail, which he probably will. It's Tim.
Keeping an eye out for that moment.
Well, I'm keeping an eye out for Monster.
Yeah.
Monster's getting stuff done.
He's out here working.
And I don't want Tim ruining Mouse's plan.
Uh-oh.
You approach as Monster is asking a question to the group. Have you or anyone you know been in contact with someone who tested positive for boarpox? Not that we're aware of. These two women that are holding each other's hands, you can see big bags behind them.
Good.
But how would you know? There are characteristic signs. For example, it is a pox. People generally generate small pustules around the mouth area and genitalia regions. And with some of the variant bedborne, there are some other orifices with the correct immune sites for the pustules.
My orifices.
Tim is writing all of this down as he comes by, just like so. Tim would like to. Tim would like to ask. Oh, so Monster, I have a question for you. Next time you start.
Hi, Tim. I'll be right back.
So I hate to interrupt you while you're mid, flow state. But I I would like to, if it's okay with you, next time you interview the next group, be there when you start interviewing them.
Oh, so studious.
Do you think some of these refugees will have information on Vinestoal?
Maybe, but that's not what I'm thinking that it'll be best to help. I want to, so where I'm from, questionnaires like this would be automated. So I want to create a recording that we can give to other people to quickly get their answers and then record the results so we can know better information quicker and collect it in a more consistent
Look
way.
at Tim, living in 2020.
Would you feel more comfortable if you were forced to leave your home and come to a strange place and be forced to talk to a recording?
Ooh.
No, but it would be a good survey, and it would allow us to quickly collect data and resolve their problem quicker. And that would probably help them, letting them know.
Your recordings are going to fix the virus killing them?
Yes.
It will work as a data point so we can start collecting data on how and where the virus is.
Well, isn't that the reason for the forms that we're filling out?
Yes, but if we could collect it from more people at the same time, simultaneously, that allow us to process these people faster and get them into nicer accommodations than the middle of the floor in the sunroom.
If you think it'll be faster than the way I've been doing it, then I think you should try it.
I think with a nice synergistic solution, we can get marginal success to incrementally improve your process flow. Well, if you look at this chart, we can optimize your throughput by at least 20%.
Can I have tried to have made a very, very cartoonish parade of children to walk past Monster and Tim right now and distract them?
Quickly, I gave them mallets.
I think you have amassed a downright parade of children as you are racing around the sunbeam and come by.
I just want to put myself
Tim
right
and
between.
Monster.
I just want to put the whole parade between the two of them as a distraction, and then keep going on our way. We're not staying. We're marching past, cartoonishly parading.
Monster is considering as suddenly a parade of various bed-born children of all makes and models parade through screaming child bloody murder, laughing, screaming, making weird throat noises and growling, just passing before you like a stampede of wildebeest. At the very end, there's this small ooze girl that's trying to keep up.
Oh.
I'm coming.
Oh, it's like that slug in Monster Academy.
And
Yeah.
slips through.
Worm race! And he's just gonna go over. He's gonna worm his way in the parade.
He's a worm.
He's including he's getting them. Everyone.
You have become a child care service for all of these families.
Uh-huh.
I know all these parents would love it that while we're able to take care of their children, that they could get processed quickly so that they can have peace of mind.
Well, okay. You can do that. I don't know how one would do that, but I guess I've never had a mind of an inventor.
Oh, but Monster, you have the beautiful mind of a beautiful
Yes,
soul.
and I'm not trying to replace your job, just streamline it, automate it.
Okay.
As you come back, the otter woman is asking the next questions on the sheet. Was there any additional travel costs incurred by having to be evacuated from your homes?
No, we were just sitting around at home and the parade came through and we followed them uptown. It was a great time.
Oh, it was a great time for you, was it? Okay, I'll put down 0.
Tim would like to basically make like a text or speech to text like. Can I make a text-to-speech spell, basically?
Oh my goodness.
Or is that not in my purview?
It's the sign.
I don't... Okay.
Oh?
I don't like saying no to Tim's ideas. So, I need you to give me a religion check, Tim.
Ooh. Let's see how this goes.
Whenever someone does a religion check, all I can think
Oh
of
my
is
God.
Well,
like, what the? Oh my God! He prayed
All
to
right,
the
Tim.
ultimate gods. The giant gods.
You follow behind Monster. You've been approved of this task. And you look down at your tablet, and your instinct is to go for a coding software. Something that would allow you to create this sort of effect. But you don't know how this tablet works. You kind of just draw on it, and the things from your imagination come into being. You take a second to look at this object and attempt to connect with it, to commune with it, to get it to do what you want it to do. And with that incredible roll, you look down at your tablet and you hear this little voice in the back of your head, just high-pitched, almost like the sound of ringing bells. We can make that happen.
Oh, excellent.
As suddenly, the tablet spurs to life. Text reams across the screen, different languages, magical runes, almost taking over the tablet in your hands before settling into a pattern, just ever so slightly as it's evening out, some of these runes flickering before you until it solidifies.
We made speech to text thing. Now what?
Yes, you have a thing now.
I am just so taken aback.
You approach the group as the tablet gets within proximity of these two humanoid women talking. You can see the form in front of the otter woman as she asks the next question of, do you have any children or pets that you evacuated with today? The women say, oh no, we haven't had pets in years. Too much heartbreak when they pass, you know.
Here's the image that I have in my head that I really want this text-to-speech thing to do. You know, like those, like, basically like cube printers you can stick on a piece of paper and then it lays down ink underneath itself, like runs across. I just literally want to take that and stick it on on the form section that she's on, and as they're talking, it just starts writing in what they're saying in there, so that she all she has to do is basically interview, and now the program will write down their responses for her.
As you approach and they are talking, you can see a little bit of slate crack off from the edge of your tablet, float through the air, and as it appears above this clipboard, the otter woman, almost like a fly buzzing in. And as they're talking, it starts to write in very similar handwriting to the otter woman on the fill line on the children and pet section, filling in the information. Oh, well, that's even easier.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be helpful and make it so you can have a nicer, more person-to-person conversation without always having to like look down to inscribe the information. This should make this process a lot easier for you.
Oh my god, Tim, he's a revolutionary. I can already hear like the montage music as he like makes a business and everything.
There's gonna be a montage.
Bada, 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 bada. Ignore the investigation. Business time. She seems genuinely excited about this little piece of technology. You see her large eyes curiously bend over to watch it do its thing. The two women are also engrossed in this little bit of technology.
Tim's a chick magnet.
Oh, well, isn't that something? You see something new every day.
Oh my god, Tim.
Did my program just write down, oh, well, isn't that something? You see something new every day on the floor.
Whoops.
It seems intelligent enough to only fill in the information relevant to the question. There is something intelligent performing these tasks.
Hopefully this will help collecting the answers in a more consistent way. And thank you very much for helping Monster out with the secretary service. I think this is the easier solution than the other one I thought of, which was a monster vocalization to normal speech pattern translator. Just to
He just
speed
talks,
him up.
and then it plays back a few steps of version.
Oh.
A much sped up. Much
It's up to you.
Oh. I love to have it being higher pitched, the monster. That'd be so cute.
Well, that's what happens when you compress audio. It gets higher pitched.
I don't know. It's like, baby monster. Tiny
All
monster.
right. So, as you guys are helping out Monster with this intake process. Mouse is racing around with the children. I'm curious what Dandelion is doing.
I like to think that she's still just watching all this happen.
If I may, I really wanted to have Mouse run up and ask Dandelion if they would be the seeker in hide and seek.
Ooh,
Dandelion wagging her tail as Mouse approaches. She's been waiting for Mouse to bring her in. She's like,
her whole life.
Dandelion, we need somebody to come and find us and the children. Have you ever played hide and seek? If you haven't, it's very easy. All you have to do is just close your eyes and you have to count. And he's just very excited. And he's got all these children. He's trying to get all these words out as he's running past. Just like, do you think you could close your eyes, count to 30, and then yell, I'm coming, but you have to not try and hurt any children. I know you're very large, and I don't want to assume anything. We don't know each other that well, but we're playing hide and seek. Can you do it?
yes. She's like wagging her tail. It's like thumping on the ground.
This little boy in the back of the group, purple skin, big mind flare, tentacles coming out of his mouth area. What are the rules to the hide and seek game?
All right, everyone, gather up. We have our first seeker. What we're going to do is we're all going to go. We have to stay in the room because your parents have to be able to see you, but you are going to... Nope, but you're going to hide from them in the room. Dandelion is going to close their eyes, and then they're going to come. They're going to try and find us. And
Dandelion!
This is Dandelion, the great and mighty.
Dandelion! Hi, Dandelion!
Oh my god, I imagine all these children like touching on her scales and she's like, yeah! Like having like the time of her life. Dandelion's having a great time.
This is great for her.
This is enrichment time.
The game begins and the children scatter around the room. There are parents with children suddenly hiding under their skirts and around the side of pillars and statues. Children hiding under tarps and parts of like the goods that they have escaped with.
Oh my god. I love this.
As this is happening, Brie, what are you doing?
I want to see if I can spot Alolela across the room.
She's actually doing work.
Across the hall, kind of by one of these large Alolan statues, you spot Alolela. Her big floating book behind her is really easy to pick her out in a crowd. Interviewing some intake evacuees.
Cool. I want to go to her, but I want to avoid it's a sunbeam in the middle because that shit is traumatizing to Brie.
Don't walk into it.
Brie already saw her contract just fucking up in smoke. Okay, she doesn't want to die.
Right.
Like a
You approach as Alolela is talking to these two, one is a rabbit man, big hair teeth sticking out. Looks like there's some small friend group of sorts, a big smattering of different bedborn. They don't look to be romantically inclined to any one another. Very minimal effects with them also. Doesn't seem like a lot of the other families around here brought a lot of their clothing and stuff for a longer trip. This little group doesn't seem to have any of that, as Alolela seems to be finishing out this interview and turns around and sees you approach. Oh, are you ready to go to the Tower of Knowledge?
I think it would just be me if I go. Did you need help with anything before we go?
No, I think we're getting pretty close, as she kind of does a little count around the room. Yeah, we should be done with everyone before midnight.
Okay,
Ooh.
do you want any help?
No, you're not a priestess of a law. It's just not your job. You should be investigating the Vinestoal. I mean, investigating him. I mean, so have you found anything?
Everyone else is kind of just all distracted over here.
Oh, I see. Where did all the children go?
They're playing hide and seek.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I don't want Mouse to actually be hiding in hide and seek. I want him to be a distraction in hide and seek that Dandelion can find and not lead to kill children. Like, we're making this game go long.
We're trying to be adults.
Well, because I think Dandelion would be really into hide and seek, and I want Mouse to let Dandelion be in hide and seek, but not actually find all the kids, right? Like, be like,
so cute.
Look, there's certainly nobody underneath that lampshade, like that style of,
right,
you know.
Mouse.
And then Mouse runs under and...
You found me.
They're so cute.
I don't know why, but I suddenly got an image of just like a mouse running into a lamp, and then Dandelion be like, "This guy giving you trouble," and like punches the lamp. She's my himbo. I love her.
Just a giant distraction everywhere.
Yes. Everywhere we
Adorable.
go. We love her.
All right, Brie, what were you doing?
Do you think there's anywhere I could investigate alone?
Well, have you investigated around here in the sunroom for anything with Genevieve's powers? Or whatever happened with Genevieve? She said that she was generally in the sunroom when something happened to her.
I did. There was something that happened at one of the exits to the sunroom. So I'm going to say we met with someone named Listless. And she had some vision of slight magic being used on one of the exits.
And you saw this?
Yes, she records everything.
Wow. Yes, Listless is an eye of Recordia. You were able to see into her eyes?
Yes.
That's impressive.
Oh.
Good job.
Thank you.
That can be a lot for people. Well, that's excellent then. An eye of Recordia is an amazing witness. Does it seem true that it was the memory altercation?
That I do not know. I just know some magic was used when they left.
Okay. Well, it seems that you might attempt to break into Vinestoal's office, perhaps? If
Brie's
there's anywhere
skills are
with
covered in
evidence.
I was gonna say, Brie, this is what you used to do.
Perfect. Where is his office?
Likely in the Tower of Knowledge.
Likely.
He is the High Priest of Knowledge.
He might
Do you know
be
what
there.
floor?
I've never been to his office before.
Oh, that's why
However, I would assume that there would be some sort of person over there to ask. Likely, high up in the tower is a lot of the offices.
Are you sure you've never been to his office before?
You're not over here. Get the fuck out.
You're not even in this scene.
Tim disappears.
He breaks the fourth wall and then, like, Brie, like, swipes him out of the way. She's like,
A giant shepherd's crook pulls Tim away.
Yeah, can you take me to the Tower of Knowledge?
Okay, do you want to go alone? You don't want to bring anyone else with you?
No, they all seem kind of busy. I'll go alone.
Are you going to tell anyone that you're leaving?
I know.
So
just like staring at Tim like as the only option and being like, ooh.
Tim looks over and waves.
Oh my god. I love how Brie just waving back like, okay, I'm going alone.
Yeah.
Will you tell them I left if,
Well, I have to escort you
Oh,
to
that
the
is
tower.
true.
I can message Monster to tell him it seems that Tim is hanging around Monster.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
BRB will be back.
Text.
Breaking in.
Text Monster.
You see her lean over and whisper a message spell at Monster.
You
Well,
up?
it seems that we're off.
Perfect.
And Alolela and Brie go off to the Tower of Knowledge, going down the road from, Apex Hall, onto the major slope that heads up the different discs. This place you can see is crawling with knights. On either side of the entryways, the walls are manned.
Of course, it's nighttime.
Actually, Brie, give me an insight check.
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
Nighttime is when all the knights come out, right?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ooh, yes. You are familiar with guards and their routines. You made a career of it, monitoring patrol patterns and behavior of guards. And as you watch them following behind Alolela, there are two guards that bow as Alolela passes by, paying you no mind. As you look up at the walls, the guards that are posted there with their weapons aren't looking towards the road. They're looking towards the towers. They are looking at the gardens where, as you were passing by, there were some evacuees set up on the lawns talking to family, people taking walks. These guards are watching the refugees.
Suspicious.
All right. As Brie is leaving, I would like Mouse and Dandelion to give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I always forget I have a -1 on perception.
It's because your eyeballs are on opposite sides.
Yeah, it's because those damn eyes.
I mean, Mouse is pretty distracted. That's fair.
Yeah.
The mouse is busy. He's being a caretaker.
Dandelion might notice.
What was that?
What was that?
Quick before the hyena.
Listen, that's not such a bop even now.
No, whenever it comes up, it's just like, oh, that's my brain now. All right. I'd say Dandelion, you do see Alolela and Brie leaving towards the doors that you entered the tower from as you're doing this hide and seek looking for kids.
Yeah, plus my natural perception, I don't remember what it's at, but it's gotta. I mean, I should have at least noticed something.
12.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought.
your passive.
I was gonna say it's like 11 or 12, but I'm still not gonna follow them.
Yeah.
No, I got other things going on.
I feel like for Danny, she knows that Bree is capable. She'd be concerned if it was Tim, because last time Tim went off on his own, he died. So, Christian's eyes got all wider there. But like,
He does that on purpose.
I feel like Dandelion is okay with Bree enough, though. So she's like,
All
okay,
right.
I'm gonna go back to sniffing out these children.
Dandelion, give me a perception check.
Oh my god! Another one! What the fuck am I doing? Another one! Anyways, it's deteriorating as we speak.
Some of these kids are very easy to find. Some of them have
I mean, if we have found them all by now, that's great. Because we're transitioning. We've traded, we've wormed. We're not necessarily stuck on hide and seek. So I've got a way out of this if we're ready for that.
Perfect.
Yeah, you found most of the kids. It takes you a while. You actually have to start looking for them as you're looking at the crowd that's already been found and going, I'm missing a
I would like to be subtly dimming the lights as we're gathering up all the children. Not turning them all off, noticeably with the parents, being like, children,
so
it's time for a story.
Oh, you're trying to put them asleep. I see.
Yes, uh-huh. Mouse isn't going to just be like, oh, fun time's over and leave. It's just not in him.
Done.
There aren't really lights to dim.
Not
this
lanterns
hall
or
is
anything?
being lit by the sunbeam that is coming down. There aren't really individual lanterns. This place is filled like daylight from the sunbeam.
Oh, we're going to make the refugees sleep in here?
Request for the sunbeam to be dimmed.
Oh. Can I actually ask Harold if he could help me? I mean, he's got to have seen this by now, and he has to have appreciated that I'm doing something for his kids.
And a little bit stoned.
And Mouse has not forgotten that Harold is also a person and upset, but Mouse needs to win.
Yeah, he needs a W.
You approach, and he is leaning against the wall doing this little...
Excuse me, sir, do you think you could help me turn down the lights a little bit? I need to do something, and I think you would just be very helpful with this. Something of a hero.
Sure. How am I supposed to turn off the sun?
I believe that you have ingenuity.
What? Put your beaver tail over the spotlight.
Alright, I'll see what can be done.
All right, wonderful. All right, children, gather round, and then we're going full, Harold can be doing his own thing. Whether the lights turn off or not, we're doing bedtime stories.
Doing story time. You can already see some of the kids being picked up by their families, going to the elevator, being taken to their bedrooms. And as the evening dwindles down, Dandelion and Mouse tell their stories, and Tim helps Monster and the Otter Woman help process the last of the families. Meanwhile, across the Citadel at the Tower of Knowledge, Alolela and Brie enter into this space, and this room is alit with lanterns and spotlights, and you can hear voices echoing throughout the room. As you approach the main chamber of this space, there is a massive auditorium that takes up half of this room easily. The large teleporter on a platform that juts out from this descending theater. At this hour, there aren't many people sitting in audience, but there is a lecturer, a dragonborn man with blue scales and big yellow fins coming out on either side of his head.
Dandelion.
You're not here. Fuck off.
You're blue.
Blue.
Another scaly, if you will.
And is giving this lecture on something. Also, something that catches your eye is right before the elevator in this large space, there is a large display case being guarded by two knights. Their armor's this crystalline glass, unlike the other guards you've seen around this place, with face shields coming down, almost statues in themselves. You would believe that they were artificial if it wasn't for the occasional shifting of their stance, adjusting on their knees. What do you want to do?
What are they guarding so heavily there? It just looks like a display case. Is it like people who've spoken in the auditorium? Brie is very confused what's happening.
What's happening?
Why there's something being so fucking guarded.
Yeah, as you ask this question, you're already approaching it, and Alolela kind of smirks a little and directs you over as you're standing before this. Looks like a rather mundane scroll. It does have large wooden pegs on either side of this roll of parchment, sealed with a purple wax. Pretty much just basic candle wax with a small cross indented in the center. Well, this is Lalala's promise. This is a magical artifact that should the people of King's Crown or the people of Queen's Bed ever need to call Lalala home, to fix a disaster or terrible occurrence. This artifact is one of a kind. This is our emergency call button.
Oh, okay.
It's probably one of the most sacred artifacts in Queen's Bed.
I can see why it's so heavily guarded then.
Brie, I need you to give me an insight check right now.
Okay, I can't remember what my insight is. I think it's my last roll. It was, okay. Okay, not very insightful. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
Somewhat, but not very.
8 is your roll?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel wrong looking at this scroll. It's mundane to your perception, but there is a part of you that is screaming to get away right now. There is something wrong with this environment, this item, something. Your skin is crawling.
The worms.
Can we continue on?
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, it's like the sunbeam. Brie doesn't like it.
Ah!
Get the fuck away from me. This whole fucking, city that she's in, she's just like, I should have the worst
city
here.
you could have ended up
I don't know why I came to the Citadel. I should leave, but I love my cleric parents. I hate it here.
Not my clearance, please. I beg of you.
As you make some more distance between you and this object, the feeling fades, but your stomach rolls with hunger. Mm-hmm. You feel a little weak as you leave. Your skin is no longer crawling, but there are still echoes of that feeling. You approach the elevator, and Alolela spends a moment looking over the runes and sigils. The lecturer in the pit of this hall seems to be going on about the metastasization of elements and emotions in the ways of the generation of aspects and gods and spirits. As they are going on this lecture, there are large slides them holding up with this descendant from exalted beings to greater aspects to lesser aspects, as he is going over this information. Alolela steps over and activates a rune on the elevator. And half a second later, you feel yourself being lifted into the air, and just like before when you were going to the observation deck in the Apex Hall, you cease to be for half a moment before reforming in a pretty generic office-like hallway.
Ew.
Well, it should be around here somewhere. All of the floors of these towers are round. They are disc-shaped floors. And so most of the rooms are also on this circular basis. As you stand in the center of this round room, you can see a series of doors all around you. Only occasionally does it jut back into a sort of sitting area exposed to a window looking down on the Citadel. Alolela goes up to some of the doors and starts reading off the plaques before finding one. Oh, I think this is it.
Bria's gonna inspect the door.
You come up and you can see a plaque on the door, High Priest of Knowledge, Vinestoal.
Should we knock to see if he's in there? Do you think he would have gone home?
I never saw him leave the Apex Hall.
Bree's gonna just knock really softly.
Give me a perception check.
Perfect.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. The knock gently echoes through the room beyond, but you don't hear any footsteps, you don't hear anyone speaking. There's no response to your knock.
Bree's gonna check the door to see if it's booby-trapped.
You're gonna do a little check for traps. Alright, give me a perception check.
Oh, cool. We're just going down in numbers? That's cool. I like it here.
You don't see any obvious lines or magic work that is sealing this door, or you see any traps.
We're just gonna try the handle.
You gingerly reach out, grasp the handle, and turn. It is locked.
Should we break in, or what should we do? She just looks at Alolela.
She kind of shudders for a second. I mean, if the investigation proves successful, then it seems that we might be exonerated on breaking into a high priest's personal office.
Mm-hmm.
But should we fail, I'd lose my cloak.
Oh.
My cloth.
I don't think we should do that then. I don't want to risk listen, Brie doesn't care about most people. She likes Alolela.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, oh.
She does not want Alolela to get hurt.
Able to pick locks at all or anything?
Yeah. But would that cause you to lose your cloak?
I mean, as long as we don't leave any evidence of us breaking in.
Brie, this is your thing.
Oh, God. Bree's gonna attempt to break in by picking the lock.
Okay.
Look, I pick you!
Give me a dexterity sleight of hand check.
Perfect.
I've got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, so it should be a +3. Alright. 13. You lean down and take out these long, thin picks and start working at the lock. It is a pretty complex lock. But after a few beats of getting a handle on the tumblers, it's been a while since you picked any lock, and you are reminded of that weakness in your body. You used to be so good at these things. You were an expert. There was not a lock that could stop you before. But it feels like you've never done this. Your muscle memory is gone. You can't feel it like you normally do. But technique can overcome incompetence, apparently. And after a beat, you finally click. It's unlocked.
Bree's gonna open the door.
You slowly open the door. It's heavy and it doesn't creak as it opens. It swings gently into a very humble space. It has a large office desk with bookshelves on either side of the room. It's a relatively small office. There are file containers or file cabinets along the back side of the room with a large window looking out into the King's Forest beyond. We actually did it. Okay. And Alolela steps into the room.
Bree's gonna follow her.
Alolela gently closes the door. Okay, so I guess we're looking for evidence that a man has changed our memories.
Hopefully he wrote it down in his diary.
Hopefully he has a diary.
Wednesday changed everyone's memories. Good day.
That bitch Genevieve.
Thursday got ice cream.
I don't think we should be in here for long.
No.
And don't use your hands to open anything.
Oh, that's smart.
I hope you left a Resident Evil note.
Bree's gonna, like, take her shirt, put her hand under it, and, like, try to open some of the drawers.
Oh,
to
look at
see,
her.
like,
Look
inspect and
Smart.
open drawers.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh god, I hit a button. Oh no.
It's weird. These like 4 people came into my shop and they asked me to make these things called rubber gloves. I've never seen or heard of them before, but
So I froze them and took them out and then refroze
Ah!
Just all
Plus
doing all these
0,
like,
and I got a 17. Hell yeah.
You and Alolela spend a good 10 minutes very carefully looking through the things throughout this office, glancing through bookshelves, looking over the items on and around the desk. Everything looks very above board. This is mostly a clerical job of being the High Priest of Knowledge. It's a lot of record keeping and organizing events. There are massive ledgers of thousands of years of chosen history, of speakers and academics that have been called to speak in the Tower of Knowledge, people that have come to the library, adding things to the library, just centuries of data. None of it's interesting to you, but with this high of an investigation roll, as you are looking around the desk area, you're looking through these file cabinets, you notice that one of the file cabinet drawers is a little bit shallower than it should be. It seems like there's a false back on this.
Oh my god.
Bree's gonna investigate.
You lean down, give me an investigation check.
Oh my god.
it's full of
I've been
snakes.
so nervous for rolls.
Okay.
Oh.
You investigate this false back. It's very well done. But it's also well done enough that you can see a small wire of what might be a trap.
I don't think we should get into this now, but there is a false back here. We don't know how much time we have until he comes back. But this is where he would hide it.
But if we're not going to get a chance, if he does come back, then when will we be able to?
Bree's gonna see if there's a way to disarm the trap.
You're going to attempt to disarm the trap?
Yeah.
All right. Give me another sleight of hand check.
I'm like so nervous.
Tara, shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. I've never been so nervous
God.
for rolls. No! I did this to you. I'm sorry.
I know! That's what you do to me!
Oh, no!
You see this thin wire coming out from underneath this false back.
And you scream,
Disori-
fuck it, and pull it.
See, the
feel like
problem is
that'd be
I
a
just haven't opened this.
I don't know why this is here.
Oh my god.
Just loudly yell, woo! Let it rip!
Oh,
So,
big fucking
Beyblade!
god.
those traps that you have experienced have a pressure sensor of some sort, a connector that is continuing a loop. You make an estimation this is likely if the chain is broken, then the trap will go off. It's very dexterous. You can finagle it right to be able to get to the back while the connectors are still in position and disable the trap from behind. But as you pull it back and try to reach in, that weakness in your hands gets the better of you. you can't keep it held in the right position long enough, and it slips. You can hear the small magnetized connector separate. Nothing obviously happens.
Oh my god.
The false back is pulled away. In this back chamber, you see a odd crystal implement. It's in this wide brass setting with these kind of large ovular floral patterns with this large ruby in the center, flat but multifaceted. It's about a foot in diameter. It's clunky. You can't initially tell what it is. But in addition to that object, there are 3 scrolls tucked away in the back of this file cabinet.
Bree's gonna carefully pull out all 3 scrolls and look at them.
These 3 scrolls are 3 maps of these large circular... At first your brain thinks it's like a sewer network, but it doesn't quite line up right. But as you're looking them over, Alolela comes up. Oh, these are maps of the Serenity Caves.
Oh. Cave time.
They're chambers underneath the Citadel for instances for when, similar to the Lawless Promise, if there's ever a reason that the Chosen need to evacuate the city, the base of the Citadel is filled with hundreds of rooms for Chosen and Bedborn to hide in should something happen. Why does he have maps of these hallways? They haven't been accessed in hundreds of years.
Sneaky.
And this object, I don't recognize it.
Bree's gonna look at it.
This means the object.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check. Okay. There is a faint magical aura emanating from this object. It doesn't seem to be overtly a magical item of anything specific. You don't quite know what this should be used for.
Eat it.
Sorry, I'm not eating it. You have bad ideas.
You have bad ideas.
Don't do this to me.
Are you in a cult? Like,
Bree's like, it does have some magic to it. I can tell that.
I don't know what this is. It's kind of... I have a theory, actually.
Okay.
Should we bring it with us? Or leave it here?
Let's leave it here. Bree puts it back. We should probably go. Because nothing happened when that wire was pulled on accident. We should leave. Now.
Oh, yes, of course. You take the scrolls and put them back inside the false back. You put the piece back in place, close the drawers, and start to make your way out of the room. Give me a stealth check.
As I do the stealth check, can I also mask of many faces into the guy that I sacrificed?
Oh my god.
Yes, you can.
I'm Wolfman.
Listen, just in case they see us, I can't help Alolela, but she can at least say that she saw me come in and she came in and she found me in there.
Yeah. Okay, that's smart.
So what am I doing? I'm sorry. A stealth check?
Stealth, yes.
Stealth. I'm stealth.
Oh my god!
Listen, ain't nothing but chicken wing.
You, using this mask of many faces, you take on the form of Attic Rashawn, this coyote man. You take on what you remember of his withered features and form. As you and Alolela slip out of the space, Alolela is caught off guard for a second, but puts it together rather quickly. Closes the door behind you, locking it before closing it, and descending the elevator, and quickly, leaving out the main doors. The two guards that are guarding the Lalala's Promise scroll don't seem to give any overt notion of what, if they have seen anything or suspect anything. You escape out of the tower, leaving behind the droning professor talking about spirits, and escape out into the night air, suddenly much quieter and cooler.
Hell yeah. I just now realized you're talking about temperature. Anyways.
It's so much cooler out here.
I thought you meant like they left it a way cooler way than they entered. I legitimately thought that was what you meant. And then I was like, oh.
Before we like fully leave and are in the guard sites that should be above, can I turn back into Brie so they see Brie leaving, myself leaving?
Yeah, so you time it that as you are rematerializing on the elevator over here, you drop the mask as you enter into this space, almost seamlessly becoming yourself again, and walk down the hallway and leave the tower.
Listen, everyone that Brie has signed that contract, she's just gonna turn into them when she's in a pickle.
Ooh, I have new false identities to steal.
Yes, literally, Brie was like, damn, they'll never find them, it's fine.
Listen, when Brie signs up for all the streaming services, it's just her in all of her different faces for her free trials.
Oh my god. Can I have another free sample? I'm not the same person as before.
Can't you say I'm a wolfman?
As you exit out into this space, you almost instinctually turn right to head back towards the Apex Hall, but Alolela heads straight across.
Where's she going?
Heading around this fountain. And walks up to the base of these walls. All the dioceses are separated by about 60 feet drops and lifts, depending on what perspective you're looking from. And these walls are mostly large and flat, white limestone, perfectly cut, almost like a pyramid. In the light, they're bright and glimmering, but in the dark, they are matte, and they kind of disappear behind the trees. And as Alolela approaches, you realize that at the base of this hall, at the back end of this plaza where there's this large fountain, the stonework is different. There is a large 10 feet tall archway with the subtle differences of a door, perhaps. You see Alolela hold up her hand and point. In the center of the door is a large indent with the same pattern as that object from Vinestoal's desk. And that is where we'll end it for the evening.
Oh my god!
Bree's just causing trouble for everyone. Everyone else is having a good time. Bree's just like, let me fuck everything
this
up.
is great. Also, the way I'm like invested in this mystery too, I'm like,
listen, everyone else is having a good time. Bree is just uncovering mystery after mystery. Like, why does no one want to talk my God's name? Is he a good guy or a bad guy? I don't know. Is he gonna leave me on red again? What a fucking fuckface, okay? I don't know.
Why did my contract shrivel to ash in the light? Why do the worms whisper to me when I was near that scroll?
Yeah, I got a lot of things to ask my fucking man over here, but he's gonna be like, that's cute.
He's gonna leave you on red again. Or he's gonna give you like a vague answer again, and you're like, cool.
He's gonna be like, bitch, I have more fucking followers than you.
Oh, he's like that guy that says K.
Right? Thank you, everyone. We got a few interesting balls rolling. We got to see Mouse's kinder side with the hordes of evacuated children. Tim's business acumen at pointing out things that could be improved for marginal gains.
Hell yeah, Tim.
Business synergy.
And Brie has furthered our mystery. Let's see what happens next time.
Oh my god.
Thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye
Bye guys.
Bye.